Hi everybody, good day. Welcome back to the channel. This is Prophetess Nikki G, and I'm coming back into your homes to encourage you another day towards your journey to greatness. I'm going to dive right into this video, family of God, because I want you to always be mindful. I want you to be sober. I want you to be vigilant. And I want you to understand that you have an adversary. And that adversary is always roaming, seeing who he can devour. That enemy is always doing his best to see who he can trip up. And I want you to know the greatest reaction that you can give people is no reaction at all. You are doing just that. You're giving people no reaction at all. And this is getting on people's nerves. Family of God, people are going to try to trigger you. Listen, family. Whenever you're going places in life, whenever you're doing positive things, whenever you're on the road to greatness, there's going to be people who don't like the fact that you are going forward. It doesn't matter what they do, what they say, what they try. You are continuing to go forward. So people are going to try to trigger you whenever you're at this stage of your life. What are you going to do? You're not going to give a reaction. That is number one. This is key. Don't give a reaction. No reaction is a reaction. People are not looking for you not to give a reaction. They want you to give a negative reaction. They want you to say something that will cause people to look at you exactly how they have viewed you. They have told people, family, that you have a problem. They have told people that you are not mentally stable. Did you know that? They have told people all these negative things about you, family. Now, other people are looking at these people like something wrong with them. Now this is a way that God is going to pull the mask off of people. You're going to get triggered. People are going to try to trigger you. Why are they going to try to trigger you? Because the negative things that people have said about you, family, to other people, they're going to do their best to make that look true. They're going to do whatever they can to trigger you, to get you out of character. Don't come out of character. So you always be vigilant, you be wise, and you always discern. People will do their best to gain you, to get you out of character, family, so that whatever they've said about you, family, is going to look like that it is true. Now that nothing that they do is triggering you to give that negative response, they're going to up the ante. So do whatever you're doing now, giving no reaction, because no reaction is the best reaction. They want a negative reaction. You're too quiet. You're too silent. You're too mature. And people hate the fact that they cannot get other people to view you as that negative person. You know, a lot of people work real hard at ruining your name, and they work real hard at ruining your reputation, only, family, to cause people to see you in a positive light. All that negative, the things that people did, they said, it only backfired on these people. Now you are in the spotlight. Now people are looking at you and respecting you and dishonoring that person who did their best to damage your name and to damage your reputation. You be careful, and you always say unbothered. You always give no response, because no response is the greatest response that you can give. People want to trigger you, and they want you to have a negative response because they want people to look at you like you're crazy. They want people to look at you like you've lost your mind. They want people to look at you as you're remedial. They want people to look at you and to view you and to perceive you as you're unintelligent, as you're slow. Isn't that sad, family of God? All because you have made up in your mind and you have purpose in your heart to do good things in your life without them. You know, when people are narcissistic and when people are emotionally unstable and when they have mental illness is a real issue. Some people are spiritually ill mentally, and they don't like the fact that you've left them behind. It's not enough that you're doing well for you. They don't like the fact that you're doing well without them. You know why? Because they've told people that you didn't want anything out of life, that you did not want to do anything positive with your life. Now people are looking at you in a whole different light. They are going to try to trigger you. You be careful the phone calls that you take. You be mindful. You stay prayed up. You stay prayed up, because people are going to try to get you out of your character.
They're gonna do their best, family, to pull you out of your own integrity, so that people can look at you like they view you, like they view them. These people are going to do their best to get other people to view you as negative as they view you. Why do people do this? Why do they want to trigger you this way? Because they've worked real hard. You know, some people have worked real hard to destroy your name and to destroy your reputation. It's a tactic of Satan. It's not these people. It is the enemy in the people. It is the enemy in that person that is coming for your name, that is coming for your reputation. But when people try to ruin your reputation, they are coming for God's. When they come after your name and when they come after your reputation, they are coming for the name of God. They are coming for the reputation of God. The greatest response that you can give anybody who's trying to trigger you in a negative way is no response. No response is the best response that you can give anybody. You're going to be triggered. They're going to do their best to trigger you because they've told people that you're crazy. They've told people that you don't want anything out of life. They told people all these negative things about you, family of God. Now people are going to see who you really are, and you are not that person that these people have set out to make you. All you got to do is hold your peace. All you got to do is hold your peace and trust God, because God is going to vindicate you. God is going to vindicate you. God is going to vindicate your name. God is going to vindicate your reputation. Everything about you that is well. People did their best to destroy it. And the more they came for you to try to destroy you, the more God is going to elevate you up, and the more God is going to bless you and favor you, family of God. This is how you know you are headed somewhere good. This is how you know you are on the road to do good things in this world, because you're taking a hit. Every time you turn around, you're getting hit with something. You're getting hit. People are so outdone because you're so unbothered. You stay unbothered. You stay in that spirit of being unbothered, family of God. And don't let people trigger you to come out of your character, because this is what people want to do. They want to trigger you to come out of your character. They want to show people that you have a temper and you don't have one, because they've lied and told people that you have a bad attitude and you have a negative temper and you're impatient. They've said all these negative things about you to other people that were so false and so untrue, because they could not have their way with you another day in their life. They can't have their way with you. And when people can't have their way with you, family, and when people cannot bend you and twist you to do what they want you to do in their life, family of God, this is where the character assassination is going to come. This is when people try to destroy your name, and this is why people try to destroy your reputation, because they have no more hold over you. They have no more hold over you whatsoever, emotionally, psychologically, financially. You know, you were a meal ticket to a lot of people. You know, some people looked at you as an ATM card. They only had use for you for what they needed. And whenever they got what they needed from your, family of God, they began to discard you. And then they began to tag at your reputation. Then they began to do their best to put a damper on your name and on your reputation. The greatest response you gave these people that they hated, this is the greatest response you can give anybody that tries to trigger you, to come out of your character and to come out of your integrity, is your silence, and by giving no response. No response is a great response to have. You don't have to respond, because that's God's job. He told you to hold your peace. He said, I'm going to fight for you. If you're going to open your mouth and fight and defend yourself, you're taking God's job. Don't take God's job. Let God be God. People are mad, family. People are mad because you've gone on with your life and you're doing amazing things without them, and you don't want any part of these people. You can expect that. You can expect this when you make better decisions. You know, some people who are unhealthy, they love you while you're unhealthy. But that narcissistic person hates you when you heal. They hate when you heal. Why do people hate when you heal? Because they have no more control over you. They have no more gain over you. They have no more control over you whatsoever. So now people will call you and they'll pick arguments with you. They'll pick fights with you and have other people on the other line listening at your conversation without your permission. People will video you without your permission. Did you know that, family of God? But God has his eyes on you. God saw everything that you did. He saw everything that you said. He was right there. And God is going to give you judgment. Yes. You know, some people treat you that way because they don't think they're going to get the judgment that God says you're going to get? No, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it with interest. And in the end, in God's timing, the people that did their best to try to ruin your name and your reputation, family, God is going to vindicate your name. God is going to vindicate your reputation, family. You know, these were cowardice people. They will smile in your face, and they will give you that side eye when you turn your back, not having the courage to tell you how they really feel about you. See, whenever you're spiritually heightened, and we have that gift of discernment, and when you are a true seer of God, we're going to talk about what a seer is in an upcoming video. Glory be to God. They didn't know who you really were. They didn't know the gift that lied down on the inside of you. Some of you have gifts that are dormant on the inside of you. And I speak life to every gift that you have dormant inside of you. I speak life, and I call your gifts forth. I call the anointing of God forth. I activate the power of God on that gift that God has on the inside of you, family of God. The greatest thing that you can do is to remain unbothered. The greatest response that you can give anybody that wants that negative response out of you, that negative conversation out of you, is having absolutely no response. You gave no response. And people hate the fact that there's nothing that they can do to trigger you to come out of your character. They want to be so right about you, but they're so wrong. People are so upset, family, because they were so wrong about you. And they wanted to be so right about you. But these were the people who were supposed to be on your team. Isn't that sad? These were the people that were supposed to be on your team. Pray, family. Pray for people, because people need prayer. We all need prayer. But whenever you see people acting like this, just continue to pray. You be careful of your conversations. You be careful, family, of people trying to trigger you, to get you to act out of your character. Then they're going to turn this around on you, to blame you, to call you crazy. Yes, and they're going to say you don't have what you say you have. No, you have exactly what you say you have, family of God. They have poked you a little bit too far. You know, the Bible tells us not to even provoke our children. He said, provoke your children not to wrath. Why does God say that? You can't provoke people and expect for people to keep quiet. If you have a pet and you keep kicking your pet and you keep poking your pet and he loves you, that cat or that dog, your pet loves you. And don't you know at some point that pet that loves you so much is going to bite back? You have bitten back. And people don't like the fact that you have bitten back, that you're standing up in your own truth and you're standing up in your own power. They don't like the fact that you will never let anybody walk all over you another day in your life. They loved you when you didn't realize who you were. They loved you when you didn't know your value, when you didn't know your worth. They loved you then, family of God, because they're unhealthy. And so were you. Now that you're healthy and now that you are healed, a lot of people that you were connected with, you can't connect with them. Why? Because your sickness, your toxicity, and that unhealthiness was the glue that kept you together. Now that you are healed and now these people are still unhealthy, where they refuse to do the work, you can't put that back together. It can't go back together. It's impossible. It's a train wreck ready to happen. The greatest thing you can do is not be triggered by people trying to get a response out of you. Stay unbothered. Don't give a response. It's not needed. Your real response is not responding at all. And this is triggering people because they've made you out to be something that people now know you are not that person. Now people are going to see the loving, the kind, and the nurturing, the helpful person that you are. And now they're going to look at these people as everything that they have said about you, family. I love all of you. We're going to talk later. If it be the will of the Lord, don't get scammed on our channel. Thank you for all your acts of kindness that you do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like our videos. Keep liking our videos, family, so that we can continue to reach more hurting and broken people for the glory of God. Don't let people trigger you to come out of character. Don't let people trigger you. Don't allow people to get you so upset and angry when you come out of character, when you come out of your integrity, and they can point their finger at you and say all these nasty things about your family because they want to be so right about you. But God said they're going to be so wrong about you because God is going to prove it. We'll talk later. If it be the will of the Lord, love y'all so much. Bye-bye.